Hello and welcome to Accounting 101. So, my name is Professor Henderson, and so in this lecture video, I will be reviewing the Canvas page for Accounting 101 at a pretty high level, and then also show you how to access the textbook. So the textbook is on something called McGraw-Hill Connect. It's also where the homework will be located as well as your quizzes. So I wanted to show you how to access that as well in this lecture video. Okay, so when you come in here, you'll see this announcement, and so I do use the announcements quite a bit. So we can click on this announcement and you can see, welcome to Accounting 101. This class is 100% online, and we will have our first live meeting either via Zoom or conferences on Canvas at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on 8/24, okay? This is a required meeting, and I'm going to attach a document with a link to this video as well as links to other videos on how to use the conferences feature in Canvas. And so a few other things about the conference: make sure you've installed Flash and Java, your microphone works. I find that Canvas works better with Firefox or Google Chrome. Could use Internet Explorer, but I think Firefox works a lot better, and so does Google Chrome. So while not required, I am using a headset, and that may actually help you too. And then the other thing, which I'll talk about in a few minutes here, is to purchase the access code to McGraw-Hill Connect. So in terms of the features of Canvas that I'll use the announcements quite a bit. So I'll be sending out frequent announcements with reminders and course updates, okay? So I'll also use the assignments, I'll use the grades, I'm sorry. And in the grades, that's where I'll update your grades for exam 1, exam 2, so on and so forth, okay, the grades in your class. I also use modules, and this is where everything is located. So if you look under modules, you'll see we have the syllabus here and we have the schedule, and we'll review all of these in more detail on the first day of class on the 24th of August at noon, which is our first live session. So we'll review our schedule, we'll review our syllabus, and then what I also have over here is I have the course notes and then the lecture videos, and I'll go over these in more detail on that first meeting. But I do have summarized notes over here for the course, and those will also be available at the bookstore. And one is a document, Word document, one is a PDF version, and then I do have lecture videos for every single chapter. There's 2 versions. These are shorter, more updated lecture videos that I recorded fairly recently. These are a little bit longer. They're more like 1 lecture video per chapter, and I don't have them for all the chapters, but here with the new lecture videos, I do have lecture videos for every single chapter, okay? If we continue down, here's how you register for Connect, and that's one thing I'm going to talk about here in a second. And then I have some other things on how to print the notes if you don't want to purchase them at the bookstore. I have these solutions to some additional problems that we'll be doing throughout the course. If we offer some tutoring services, which we have in the past, I'll post that here. And then also these solutions to each exercise and problem at the end of each chapter. And then what I also have is for every single test, and you have 3 exams during the semester, exam 1, exam 2, and then the final, I post 4 different files for each exam: a study guide, a practice test, the answers to the practice test, and then also an exam question distribution. And then you do have an extra credit paper option, which would be due at the end of the semester. And we'll talk about that in more detail during our first live session. Okay, so what I want to do now is go ahead and click over here at our Connect and make sure everybody knows how to register for Connect, because this is really important to do as soon as possible. So what you're going to do is you're going to download this, and then you're going to click on this link. And this link takes you to my class in Connect. Okay, so what is Connect? So I'm using a word that maybe you've never heard of before. McGraw-Hill Connect is a digital learning platform. Okay, again, that's even fancy talk. And all it means is that it's an online version of your textbook, and it's an online version of quizzes that you will take after each chapter, and an online version of your homework. So you don't need to purchase a physical textbook for this class. Your textbook is in Connect. Your homework is in Connect, and your quizzes are also in Connect. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on this link, and it's going to take you to register for Connect. Now, if you have inclusive access, you should not have to purchase this because it should already be wrapped up in your tuition. Okay? So if you have inclusive access, shouldn't have to buy it again. All right? If you have taken Accounting 101 in a prior semester, maybe you had to drop it or you're retaking it for some reason with me now, if you have already bought an access code to McGraw-Hill Connect for the 24th edition of Fundamental Principles of Accounting or Fundamental Accounting Principles, you should not have to buy it again if you purchased that fairly recently. Okay, so let me recap. If you have inclusive access, you should be able to just register and you shouldn't have to buy it again. It should be through your tuition. Okay. If you've taken Accounting 101 recently and purchased the access code for that prior class, okay, and that was pretty recently, within the last year or so, you shouldn't have to buy it again. You should be able to reuse that access code here. If you don't have either of those two, you can purchase the access code at the bookstore, or you can click on this link and it's going to ask you to register, and then you can just purchase the access code right there. Okay, so those are your options for purchasing the access code. Regardless, you will have to purchase the access code somehow, either through inclusive access or you purchased it in the past, bought it at the bookstore, or you're just going to buy it when you click on this link. And you have to click on this link because this is the link that's going to lead to my class in Connect. That way I can see your quiz grades and your homework grades, okay? So let's look at what Connect looks like to you. So this is the student view over here of Connect of my Fall 2020 Accounting 101. You can see here's going to be the textbook right over here. That's where you can read the textbook, read the chapters, and do extra problems and exercises at the end of each chapter. This is your homework. So all of your homework starts the 17th. I made it earlier than the 24th. And then all of your homework is due December 6th at 11:59 p.m. So does this mean that you could wait till December 6th in the morning and do all the homework? Well, you could. It's probably not going to be the optimal way to prepare for the exams though. So, and the quizzes. So, but I've made all the homework due at the end of the semester, okay? The other thing that you have are quizzes. Now, all the quizzes are available starting August 17th, but they do expire at different times. So, for example, Chapter 1, it's due September 2nd. Chapter 2, due September 9th. So you could start both quizzes on August 18th. If you've watched the lecture videos and done the homework and then you start the quizzes, you could do that on August 20th for both of them and finish them. It's up to you. It's just that it's due by the 9th of September. Okay? In terms of the quizzes, the best practice would be to watch all the lecture videos. There's several lecture videos per chapter. Watch all those lecture videos, do the homework, and then tackle the quizzes, okay? Because the quizzes are graded. The homework is graded for completeness, and that's something we'll talk more about in our first live synchronous meeting, okay? So, returning back over here, the other thing I wanted to show you is that we have the conferences feature right over here, and we could use this conferences feature for our live synchronous meetings, or we might use Zoom. Still debating. I have used conferences here in the past. It works pretty well, but I'm wondering if Zoom might be better. So stay tuned on that, okay? We'll see how it goes. Basically, that's an overview of Canvas. So everything you need to find is here under modules. Now, a lot of people like to go to files because this is where they're seeing all the files. I think this will confuse you because there's a lot of old files in here from previous semesters. So I would encourage you just to go to modules and look at the most current updated information, okay? But that's basic gist here of Canvas and also the basic gist there of McGraw-Hill Connect. Please register as soon as possible and get that access code from McGraw-Hill Connect ASAP, because while on the first day, the 24th of August, the first day of class, will be us reviewing the syllabus, schedule, Canvas, all that kind of stuff, administrative stuff. The next class on the 26th, we're going to start reviewing some additional Chapter 1 problems, okay? So it's important that you would have done some preparation before we have that online meeting on the 26th. Otherwise, you're going to be lost, okay? So please be sure to get Connect as soon as possible. Please let me know if you have any questions with that. All right? Well, thanks so much. Take care. Goodbye.